always just ate egg and chips from the age of around 6 or 7. Don't actually know why, what's happened in my past that's made me do that. That's been going on for 31 years. My youngest child just thinks I'm strange and just says to me, eat it, just try it, and can't understand why I won't. Always been happy to cook healthy foods for them. They've always ate meat, they've always ate a lot of vegetables, but then me myself would wait until they were upstairs and out of the way before having my meal. It's only as they got older, because I do like to sit down as a family, and I think food time's a time when you can sit down and talk about your day and everything else, but I couldn't do that because I didn't want them to see what I was eating. I actually love cookery programmes, absolutely love cooking, and I can make all different sorts of meals. I make fresh curries from scratch, big roasts, I make pork and cider, and the smells coming out make my mouth water. But the thought of actually putting that food into my mouth would just make me gag. Well, with my son being type 1 diabetic, obviously it's something that was not brought on by himself. His pancreas stopped working, and obviously with the sort of foods I was eating, fatty foods, I have put weight on, and it can lead to you having type 2. And my view on it is that I'd be stupid to myself to cause myself to have something like that when I've got a son that's got it through no fault of his own, and he can never get rid of it. So I'm hoping, with healthy eating, that it's given a good example to both my boys, and that I'm not so much at risk now of getting type 2. Found it really embarrassing saying to them that I wanted egg and chips on the wedding day. Mum was paying however much ahead it was, and there was all these nice gourmet meals. And then, as I said, when the food actually came out, it was the highlight of the wedding. Everybody just shot forwards with their cameras and took photographs of my meal. Read a story on David about somebody else he'd seen for hypnosis. Not for the same thing as me, but it looked a really successful story and that he'd done well, so I decided to get in touch with David and just give it a go, as I've tried lots of other things, eating disorder clinics, dietitians, none of it's ever worked. And it's just a very relaxed state of mind, you're just completely and utterly relaxed. David actually put some pear on the side and just said, I'm just going to pop out the room, no pressure, but that's there if you want to try it. And I ate probably half of it, and was gobsmacked that I chewed it up and I swallowed it. It was probably one of the biggest achievements of my life, as mad as that sounds, but unless you've suffered from it and realise you really can't swallow that food, it makes you gag, it makes you sick. So to just chew that up and swallow it was out of this world. Given me a real positive outlook that I will be going out to restaurants before I know it, and I will be looking at the normal menu and picking something off the menu rather than hoping that I'm going to get egg and chips. Hypnosis, you just think money and lots and lots of sessions. I honestly thought I'd need at least 5-6 sessions before I would even attempt to try something different. So the fact that I just had the one session, come around from that session and sat in a pear was just absolutely out of this world. No, I've still got a long road to go, but I'm trying new foods every day. I think that if you've got problems with selective eating, that hypnosis is definitely the step forward. As I said, I've been to eating disorder clinics, I've been to dietitians, and new things have helped. But you've also got to understand it's a road to recovery still. It's just the first step.
Hi, my name is David Kilmurry. I'm a cognitive behavioural hypnotherapist. I carry out change work. The general rule of thumb is, all we're born with is the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises, and lots of hope. The rest of it we learn on our travels. Selective eating disorder is a learned behaviour, a learned disorder, and you can cure it using this technique of reframing cognitive behavioural therapy combined with hypnotherapy, NLP. There are a couple of experiments that we would do during the treatment which would separate the different parts of the brain. We work out exactly what it is that we're doing, which imprisons us with the thoughts that keep us restricted with just those few food groups or few foods like KATEY had. Thank you to KATEY for waiving anonymity and confidentiality and talking about her situation, what happened to her. This does happen to many people, from children to adults. I have got, so far, hopefully, will always stay this, but 100% success rate at the moment, working with children from the age of 8 upwards through to adults. It can happen to anybody, and people can hold on to this imprisoning way of being well into their 40s, I've found some people. If you want to get help, just get in touch, please. I'll try and put you in the right direction. Whether or not it's right for you at the moment, it might not be the case. Some people have what's known as secondary gain, or a reason to maintain the selective eating disorder. But please feel free to get in touch. davidkilmurry.com. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.